Welcome back, YouTube and fellow berserkers. Today we're gonna go find some fatwood. So we're gonna walk up there to that fallen tree and see if we can get any fatwood out of there, which I'm pretty sure it looks pretty promising from down here. If not, there's about a dozen more right at this area. So let's go. So I just went over to the other tree right behind the camera, and this branch, this root, I just pulled it right off the bottom of the tree. I cut a piece off and it seems to be promising, so we're going to take it over here behind this tree to that stump right there and set that up as actually really convenient to chop on. And we're going to see if we can get some fatwood out of this. So basically all I did there was this fallen over tree, and I cut into it with the axe to see the quality of these. This looks promising right here. I cut into it, and a nice dark red color is what we're looking for. We don't want that light wood color, like that wood color we had earlier on the other branch, on the other root. We want something that's like a dark brown, dark red. That's the concentrated resin from the tree that has died, and all of it has collected in the lowest point of the tree and crystallized, concentrating the wood full of flammable resin. That's why it's called fatwood. So we're going to take that over there and we'll set that wood stump up and chop this up a little bit and see what we got inside. What we're really looking at right here is this piece right here. This is a really nice piece right here. I might just take my saw and actually just cut us a section out, but I'm not sure I want to do that yet. Let's check the rest of this out. Chop it up some more. Yeah, let's clean the branch off, the bark off. Find a good spot. Yeah, this is fatwood, this whole thing here. There, we got the camera focus for you guys. Now you can really actually see better. I can actually tell on the display myself now. Alright, this is my hand. Okay, we got right here, you can really see these veins. Right here, these dark orange, brown color. That's what you're looking for. This is a good piece right. I can smell, if you smell it kind of like fuel. What I'd like to do is cut with a saw, is cut a section of this out real quick. Clean it off, and then we'll split it open. So there we have it, YouTube. I took this piece, I stripped off all the bark, most of it, got it nice and clean. Alright, now if you can see all that color, excellent example, excellent. I like the quality of film I'm getting here. So here, all this color, this orange right here, that's perfect. That's what we're looking for. That's fatwood right here. Nice big clean chunk. If I clean this up, yeah, look at that real quick. You see that? Orange color, very nice. I just held this up to the light, and you can, all these rings in the wood start to light up. Translucent, I think you call it. You can see the light through the piece of wood. That gives you an indicator that there's lots of fat, that is a good piece of fatwood, because the resin has hardened inside there and acts as a source of light when it travels through the side here. So we're going to split some of this open. Almost a shame, because I've never actually had such a nice piece actually. But what you would do is you'd split, yeah, sort of like this here. Like these are called actually Kienspan in German. This is Kienspan. And what they do in the Middle Ages, they would light their houses with these, like this candles for poor people. Would smoke up the house really bad and stink, and they had special ducts in the side of their walls to actually emit for emissions for the smoke from these Kienspan here. It's for like, and they have candle hold, like a holder that looks like a candle holder. It's like a scissor kind of design. You put it in and it's kind of weighted so it'll hold it on its own. So you can actually use it like a candle. I might go to my forge, get some designs, and actually make one just for demonstration purposes. There we go. That splits fairly easily usually. And what you really want to try to do is get clean splits. What? Look at that. That is excellent quality. This is perfect. Look at that. Right here. Let me zoom out. Right there. You can really see here. Right there. That's a really good piece on the side. Let's see if we can get that off. Start to crack a little bit and then the axe through. That is a nice piece of fatwood right here. And the smell is really great. I'm going to split this down into little pieces and I'll put it in my pack. What a rewarding moment when you get all this done and you look at your finished product and you have good quality fatwood. It's a rewarding process, let me tell you. It really is. I'm going to take this back to the camp. I start the forge with this. I start the fires with it. Now it really works well if you take if you have a ferro rod, a ferrocerium rod, and you take your axe, your knife, and you make a whole pile of shavings. As you see, it comes off real nicely. I'm not even pushing, it's just letting the axe just slide down the side. Make a whole pile of shavings like that, and you take your ferrocerium rod and make the sparks. I have a couple videos on when I just started my channel out last year sometime where I was starting fires exactly that method. So all I had at the time was a ferrocerium rod. I didn't have my cool forge and my cool fire striker yet. But that works really, really well. Here's also an excellent piece. I'm going to try to split it down the back. It already has a natural split here on the other side. Let me see if I can. Oh, it just fell apart like that. I didn't even have to chop it. So you can tell this piece here has been in the rain already. I can see some of this has been washed out. The rain has already gotten in some of this. It's probably affected the quality just very slightly. But this is one of the good examples. You can hold this up in the light and really see through it. That's a real good piece. I like it. I'm just going to clean it up just a little bit so it's square with the other ones. And because I have so much of it, I'd like to keep them all. The shavings from this are actually good to use too, but I have so much of this. I like to keep them neat and kind of uniform for storage purposes. Like all this right here, this is not waste really. You could really use this, but I have no use for little pieces at the moment. If I need more, I just come out here. Just laying in the ground actually. You don't have to, like here I got lucky. I just pulled a root off of one of these fallen trees and I had this excellent piece. You really have to really go out and attempt multiple times and you will get success. It's this the first three I pulled off, they were terrible. They didn't have any fatwood in them. I had to keep testing that. And then we went to that other tree across. The first one I just pulled off was this piece. Excellent fatwood. Yeah, we're gonna discard this other half. We've got some real nice pieces out of that. There's a nice piece here. I'm gonna split down one time. Man, the wind is really picking up here. I think it might rain here in a second. I have to hurry. This is a good piece I'm gonna keep. And then this piece here, I'm not too sure what I want to do with it. I have so much fatwood, I really don't need to keep all this. I have so much. And I use quite a bit. So I'm only gonna keep the excellent quality and the rest is give it back to nature. Yeah, this is no good. This has very little compared to that dark color. This is all bright yellow, almost looks like wood. Now there's going to be some resin in there. If you can't find anything, this will work too. The best quality to look for is this dark color. And when you hold it up in the light, you can actually see light through it. That's the best indicator. This one right here is it's got some on the outside, but it's kind of looks like it's been washed already from the rain. And I think that's why the outer part of this is no good. There's still some really nice fatwood in here. I might saw this section out real quick, or saw another piece of the end right here, and then we'll be heading back to the car. We're gonna get back to the camp, do some blacksmithing today, some forging out some equipment for the camp. I need to get some nails made to fix my vise, and the wind has been pretty bad the last couple of days. I don't like to fire up the forge when it's too windy. It's kind of first of all, it's a fire hazard. Secondly, it's just always when the fumes come up in your face.